Starting by cleansing our space, cleansing our space. And as we do, we welcome spirit, we welcome ancestors, the guides, spirit animal messages. Welcome, welcome, welcome. 1, 2, 3 on the timer. Welcome. We appreciate you. We value you. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Encompass Awe. Welcome. I'm reading today from the Crystal Book. Again, one moment, my dear friends, as I wait for you to come in. Just one moment. Bella. Hola. Tasha is back with Encompass Awe. We are going to read Moonstone, Ebb and Flow. Here's the illustration that comes with it. See how beautiful that is. Reminds me of the moon card and tarot. So, Mama Moon rolls over the waters, pulling the tide and singing to the ebb and flow within our own watery bodies. As the moons oscillate, Moonstone holds the mystery of water, teaching us to swim in our own depths and find our own rhythm of waxing and waning. When you feel disoriented by new places or experiences, or when the pull of modernity has taken you away from the mysteries of the natural realm, Moonstone will guide you back. She is a stone for the journey, from dark to light, from inner to outer, from winter to summer, steadfast in her gentle assertion that everything comes around again. Flowing with life's tides, she assures you will lead to renewal. The phases of you. I know you can't read that, but we're going to read it to you. The phases of you. The moon rules water, and water rules emotions. Could your emotional state possibly be affected by her shifting tides? The moon. Let's find out. Get yourself a calendar or a date book that tracks the moon's phases. Alternatively, you can look online for phases of the moon for the next 3 months and mark them in a journal. This is this will help you to more deeply understand the moon's movements. Begin noting your emotions each day. You can write a few words, a paragraph, or come up with your own pictorial key chart, creating personality, um, like put an emoji on each day. So, like 30 days is the calendar, 31 days, whatever it is for the month. And you would like put a sad face or a happy face, whatever emotions you felt that day, or notes that you write for on that moon phase calendar. And what they're saying here on this page, I remember reading this over the past year here and there, is that you will begin to see a cycle with your emotions and correlate to the moon phases. Okay, so begin noting your emotions each day. Track your moods along with the moon's phases for at least 3 months. Look back to see if there are patterns you can discern between the moon, the phase of the moon, and how you're feeling. So, in case you guys weren't along, we're reading about this, about the moonstone, and here's the illustration that comes with it. Okay, and we're reading from the Chris Story book. All right. Fluid or crispy? A friend of mine put a willow leaf on her altar and set a moonstone on top of it to keep it in place. Over the next few months, she watched in awe as the willow leaf opened and curled around the moonstone in time with the phase of the moon. She kept a photo journal, noting the moon phase and the weather, keeping close track of this mini mystery. She asked me if I thought it was the moonstone that was causing the leaf to curl, or if the leaf would normally do this with the moon phases. I told her I thought it was the moonstone's connection with the water, keeping the leaf fluid. A few months later, she wanted to take the moonstone with her on vacation. She gently wrapped the willow leaf and set it down again with an amber on top of it. The leaf curled tight over the amber, turned crisp, and never moved again. Okay, so it did have something to do with the moonstone and the moon phases and the fluidity in the leaf, just as we have fluid, a lot of water in our body. Um, and Moonstone wants us to ask ourselves, what in your life makes you feel fluid and flowing? And what makes you feel crispy and dried up? You know, when I read those questions, I really do have things that quickly come to the surface that I know I don't feel comfortable. My creative energy doesn't flow around certain people, places, or things. It's not my favorite things to do. And I just feel like my creative flowing energy is a little bit more stuck around certain situations and places and things. And then there is those things that we're doing, like right now we're doing tarot. That feels fluid and flowing. That feels like the shoe fits. That doesn't dry me up, if that makes sense. So these are questions to ask yourself. What areas in our life could we change who and what we're around, or nurture ourselves after we're in that energy or around that presence to get regrounded again? But Moonstone really is here to help us to understand our emotions and our phases with the moon. And it helps influence, exaggerate that which already would be without the moonstone. And this was about moonstone. Okay. And that was from the Chris Story book. Um, I was hearing this morning, I do think I should share it here, that there's some like energy vampires in people's lives that are trying to project on you, if this is even for you, that are trying to project on you that you're like the problem, like turning it around and making it look like you're causing issues. And you're not the one causing issues. You're actually the one creating space and comfort and understanding in the atmosphere and in all your situations going on, and yet these people are like on the defense and on the guard, and you can see in their mind that they're trying to cause you being the problem or the issue. And that's not the case. That's not at all. And what I'm hearing is to almost just not acknowledge it. If you have to be around these situations and these people, almost just don't acknowledge it. And I know that that's a difficult thing, and it's uncomfortable to like almost like put your self-respect to a wayside, because sometimes self-respect is standing up for yourself, but other times it's so you don't use your energy and give them your energy. It's also the smoke. Somebody just asked, what is the smoke? The smoke is a clarity incense. But so back to what I was saying, don't give them your attention or your energy, because it's not like they don't deserve your energy. That's how these energy vampires are taking from your energy, is because they're getting your mind and getting you thinking about that. And even for 5 minutes, not that it's not okay, but as soon as you can, get grounded. Try to get back in your own energy and understand that your energy and holding your energy space, your spirit, your character, and entertaining the way that you think and the things that you enjoy is way more important than entertaining how these people are treating you, or how the situation is trying to tie you up as the bad guy. And you're not. You're not. Okay? Um, you have a light that intimidates people because they can't hold it. They would like to hold it, but they don't understand why they're irritated by it. And they are, which makes them a little bit jealous. And that's where all the shit talk is really actually coming from. That's where all this stewing about you is really coming from. And some of the things that you carry and you have and they don't have yet is making them irritated and jealous. And those aren't good feelings, and we don't even want them to feel that way, but we can't control how other people feel. We can only get back into our own energy and control how our home feels, you know? But ask yourself these questions that came with the moonstone. Okay, I'm going to show anybody in case you guys haven't seen. We were reading about the moonstone today, okay? From the Crystal book. And the questions that this moonstone and the moon encourages us to ask ourselves is, what in your life makes you feel fluid and flowing? What makes you feel crispy and dried up? Okay? I encourage you, or any of you, if you feel led to get a citrine stone, if you're dealing with any of the energies I just talked about, and a black obsidian, or one or the other, whichever one you feel called to. Because black obsidian is like protective, and it will also help you break connections with anybody that you can. Like, I want to say, like, very forwardly and also very gently at the same time. Like, it has a way of smoothly doing it, and it feels like less effort if you didn't have the kind of the guts to do it by yourself. Like, I don't know how to explain, but it does accompany you in a certain way. Especially if you have like intimate connections with people that aren't great, and that energy is in your sacral area, um, then you're definitely going to want a black obsidian. Citrine is really bright. It's attracted to the sun. The sun attracts the citrine stone. It's like a yellowish gold. It also attracts money and abundance and helps you to be more creative. So if you're going through any of those energies, the vampire energies, and being around those types of people, um, where they just don't get it, how you function and why, so they're just talking smack, get those things. And the moonstone is absolutely great for you. Thank you for joining me and learning about the moonstone together with me. I mean, I do know about the moonstone, but it's always good to refresh and relearn. Also, I encourage you guys to look up whenever you're using a stone, look up the frequency that it generally holds. So if you look it up, you can find out what frequency or hertz, megahertz, that it rests at or can fluctuate between. Obviously, it's not going to be the same because the stones are different sizes. But, and also, years ago, and I do this, but I haven't done it in a long time, but when you find like a stone and you want to test it to see if it's for you or not for you can hold it in your hands, like right here to your chest, and then stand, and it will either pull you forward or backwards. If it pulls you forward, it's for you. If it pushes you backwards, it's not for you. Try that. You can even do that with foods, medicines, herbs. You could do that and put it in your hands. Because even this, an herb may be good, it might not be good for everybody. Our bodies are different, you know, and our frequencies are different. So, um, I bless you guys with your journey, and I thank you for joining me. You guys have a beautiful day, and I will be doing more lives today, but I don't know what they are yet because I'm about to clear my energy here and do some more readings. Bless you guys. If you did enjoy anything or you want to see more from Natasha with Encompass Awe, like and subscribe. Share it if you feel like anybody needs to hear about this stone or you're drawn to this stone and they want to learn. Bye, guys. See ya.